The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yo, who's out there? Oh, what a day. Google's been messing around the code again. And Rumble. So it took a wee bit extra to get going again. Not too late, 25 minutes late. Not that we'll have many people join us though, for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the traffic lately, but we get about one person every hour on YouTube. Reddit's the only place that's actually got any activity. But yeah. Truth hurts too much, I guess. The poor babies can't handle it. Okay, cannot even pin that. So they changed it there, have they, as well? I don't know, they changed all the format on the admin panel for YouTube. It's very confusing at the moment. And they've got a bigger player window now. You think it'd be customizable? Maybe it is. I just don't know. I ain't got time to mess around with it. They keep changing things that are not broke, right? Who's out there unpilled? No one. Yeah, I haven't managed to plan much for today anyway, but there's always plenty to talk about. I don't believe we've got Sarah on YouTube, but anyway. YouTube's doing something to really punish me, I think, if that's the case. We've got one person there now, it reckons. Got a lot of drinky lights. 2 unpeeled, 1 on YouTube, 1 on Rumble. Yeah. Makes me wonder if I should do next weekend, actually. And if people are not going to show up to stuff anymore. Game over, man. I should do a soundbite for that, shouldn't I?
And I am dumbfounded as to what it could be.
So we'll probably be doing a few more Secureteam stuff today, even though he hasn't put out anything new.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a glitch.
Yes, my name is Ken.
What's that in there? Good to be back. My energy levels are really low today, so bear with me. See nothing yet. Just have a quick look through my list again. But we have to play Secureteam, I suppose. I'll put it in a small window.
And I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb,
Yes,
and I am dumb,
dumb.
and I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb, and I am dumb.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let...
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let...
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Yes, my name is Ken.
Yes, my name is Ken. Ken.
Disinformation artist. Disinformation artist.
That's a good sound on right there. Why is it still going though? Strange. Shouldn't have listed that long, I don't think. UFO Jets. Can I play that one? Oh yeah. Seems to be running a bit better than it used to. I updated the video drivers, you see, as I'm just checking out things. Okay, it looks alright. Running nice and smooth there. Even with the Christmas lights. Righto, we're supposed to be able to begin. Waited a wee while for people. Still none on YouTube, which is kind of strange. Is there a problem with YouTube? Is it not sending out notifications? Don't know. I'll just check things here. Should be at least a couple. Nope. Looks alright. Kind of weird. Anyway, whatever. So, I suppose we'll start with this thing from SOL. Request has said the best video evidence of non-human intelligence, according to SOL Foundation spokesman, an anomalous cell phone video recording a screen showing a blurry IR glare descending slowly towards the horizon, then hidden by the waves. That's the quality of evidence week. So I think they used to call this one Omaha one, wasn't it? What is it now? Which is just like a heat signature of a circular object said to be moving against the wind. Yeah, I don't know about you, but it's pretty crappy. What you going? What was the thing called again? Omaha or something. Oh, here it is. Omaha. USS Omaha. What a strange name. 2019. So this is the best evidence your talking heads have. Compare that to all the cool videos I've got, which I class as legit as well, and some of it has been approved privately by MUFON because they weren't allowed to make it public. And makes you wonder how many other videos out there of average Joe of HD footage there is that's not allowed to be made public. There's probably a fair bit out there. So yeah, what is this object? When I first saw it, I thought this looks like a balloon coming down. You know, a fairly sizable one. Probably what we now know as Chinese spy balloons, right? And they do have props on them to be able to go against the wind if they need to. And that's just the one clip we've got here. So they're trying to claim that it's a 40 knot wind that direction. And it certainly moves at a fast speed with the wind, but it also goes against the wind. And again, that's not aliens, in my opinion. It's not even a classic saucer or TR3B. We've heard about triangles going under the sea and coming out of the sea, massive craft. And we've also heard about the Tic Tac, you know, which seems to be launched from a thing. So where's the full video on that one? Pretty grainy, crappy video. But it's not the full video, is it? No, it's just a graphic. And of course we know about this one. You know, I just put up a 15-minute clip debunking that one. It's just a hoax using a camera lens extender where the guy was sliding in a slot on the camera on the side that he modified, obviously. And of course the reflection on the lens, and he just focused his camera lens onto the image of the tele photo lens. But anyway, not that anyone listens, of course. So where is the original video for that, where it descends into the waves? Yeah. So I just talked about this one this week and read it as well. The 3 images from the Navy pilots, all said to be the same object, and I've proven through visual matching that that's definitely a heart-shaped balloon on the side. So that means all these ones have to be hearts as well, and not Batman. But you can go and watch that 15-minute video I put together. And there's one we're after, News Nation. But they got one where it's just the video. It must be here somewhere. That's not the Omaha one. You liar. I didn't know they added videos onto Wiki. US Navy ships were swarmed by a huge group of 14 to 100 unknown drones off the coast of California. Well, how come we only got one round circular object and where's all the other 100? So you got to ask your questions that. I suppose the video link's there somewhere, is it? To the original source. We got someone on YouTube finally. Jasper, you're the only one on. I reckon we've got 4 there now, but yeah, we've been waiting for people to join. So we're just going over Sol's best video evidence, and it's that blurry video of what I say is a Chinese spy balloon descending into the water. Now, they may have crashed it into the sea on purpose, and of course we know it's got a fairly heavy thing underneath, platform underneath, which could easily be dragged off by sea currents and sink fairly deep into the water too. So they reckon they couldn't find anything, but yeah, so we're just looking for videos of it that we can trust playing, of course. Is that the one? It's got history, so I don't like anything with history on it. Proof is out there. One of the news, probably have to go with the News Nation one, probably. That's for YouTube, let's just play it. Where's our lights disappeared to? Still install our Christmas lights. Oh, there they go. Oh, into the thing. It's not that one. See that one? Oh yeah, there's got a funny symbol in it now. Playing it.
Thank you, Gerard. Newly released video taken on board the USS Omaha shows an unidentified...
let's see if we can zoom on it. Something's going on with the magnifier now. Is the computer going slow? There we go. Alright. What's all that writing on it?
Flying object hovering over the Pacific Ocean and then disappearing below the water's surface. The video recorded inside the Omaha's command.
Now, McWest was claiming that to be like just a flare heat source in the distance and goes below the horizon, not actually in the water. What's we got captions on here?
Center in July 2019. It was pitch black outside, so what you're seeing is thermal imagery of the mystery object. Once it was under the water, it...
Yeah, of course it's always in the dark. They couldn't possibly get a spotlight on it with HD camera, could they? Or fly a drone, you know, they've got boats in the sea, would have drones on board with HD cameras that they could fly towards it, right? No, that would be too obvious for the Navy to do that.
Vanished from the Omaha's radar and sonar. No wreckage was ever found. Joining me now is someone who's been tracking reports and videos like these.
So it wasn't a very long video either.
Unknown craft. At one point, the USS Omaha, which is the ship that recorded...
And of course that was before the spy balloon stuff started coming out. Before we knew there was fairly large balloons out there with like 3 bus loads, payloads below it. So I reckon that is probably them shooting down one of the bus size spy balloons to try and reclaim it probably. And someone like David Grush has got his hands on it thinking it's a UFO video and leaked it out to CUBE or whatever. And the rest is history, right? I don't know, I'm not really impressed with that one. What do you think, guys? What do you think it is? What's debunked? This one here. Yeah, McWest debunked it as a possible distant flare being dropped. I guess a parachute flare, maybe. It gradually heads towards the ocean but goes behind the horizon. When I looked at it, I said it's going to be some type of large balloon. Like you can actually get up to 36-inch latex balloons from AliExpress. I think the biggest was 40 inches, I think, that we could find. But if it's a weather balloon, they go up to at least 72 inches. So could it be just simply a weather balloon coming down? That's what we thought at the time. But now I'm more inclined to think it's going to be a Chinese spy balloon. They may have already dropped off.
The video that we're seeing was surrounded by about
some of the payload underneath, right? They may have thought, oh, it's going to get captured, we'll just drop it off in the deepest part of the sea or whatever.
Of these things, they would flit in and out, playing a cat.
So they're talking about this story about saying they would flip in and out, and there's more of them. But was that seen with the eyes, or was it seen with the thermal cameras? Because as we know, there is camouflage for thermal now, and you can just make it disappear even though it's not disappeared. So yeah, you know, it's just a lot of stories.
and mouse game with the sensors on the ship, which are high tech.
Is it some sort of DARPA project, you know? The least thing on the list would be aliens, because it's not behaving like aliens would do, right? And it's not man from Atlantis. Speaking of which, there's a new super woke sci-fi on at the moment like that, with water beings. I thought it was going to be more like a UFO type thing, but no, it's gone back to the old man from Atlantis type thing with mermaids and mermen. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's called what's it called now? War from the Land and the Sea or something. So UK what? And the leader, without ruining it too much, is just hilarious. So the leader is like this miniature, well, kid-size female that's reminds me of Greta Thunberg, where she's spouting on about the climate and people not doing as they're told, because the whole thing in the first episode is about humans dumping plastic into the sea. Climate change stuff, right? And they're going to take control of the world now and limit man crossing the water and using the water and dumping pollution in it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a new thing. I think I'll probably watch it for a laugh, but yeah, it's like super woke, you know. It's got bossy females, it's got mixed marriages, and tough females in it, you know. It's like Hollywood and UK don't learn. Actually, it's actually a Disney. It's actually a Disney production. But anyway, yeah. What's it? I'll see if I can find the war on the land and the sea or something. And it gives you 2 episodes to start with. Oh, this one. So if you see this one, and yes, and the guy they choose as the sea creatures choose as a spokesman for humans is like a super stupid white guy, which is hilarious, because this is the sort of thing Disney does. It tries to make white people look stupid, and yeah, it's just playing the race card, trying to get people all upset. It's actually got 6 out of 10, but I don't believe, maybe it's because it's pure entertainment, it's hilarious. I'm not sure if I could play the trailer, but yeah. We tried to play that before. I wonder if it plays now. No, it's not going to play, is it? Is that as far as we got? Was it? Yeah, this is a super dumb guy. He's like an army brat, and he does cross when he's in front of one of the dead creatures, and they've got a little thing on their neck that's like a global recorder, and they record and they see what he's doing. And they think he's honouring the dead, and he's not. Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, it just looks like it's not going to play. I'll post a link to it anyway. We found the right one. War Between. So I guess all these things about alien visitations is because there's a bit of hype out there on the internet at the moment about all that sort of stuff with the Atlas and whatnot. New sci-fi. I suppose it's going to be based on Atlantis, I think. I think it's got a bit of Atlantis in it. You can play the trailer there if you can get it to play. Me, I don't know why Brave doesn't play it anymore, but they've probably limited Brave because it's always trying to disable ads. Yeah, so get back to where we were. So yeah, so this is the best evidence. Here we go, we've got that going on again. And we've lost our lights again. See, they shouldn't go behind, but they do. That should never happen, but anyway, I don't know why. Yeah, so I suppose we're done with that one. So this one here, you know, the Turkish one, was meant to be the best evidence for aliens, which is garbage, right? I've been doing all these clips from long live debunks because people were claiming that I should be doing that because they haven't got time to watch a whole show. But yeah, so I just clip it, right, the rectangle bit through it. So I work out where the lens would have to be versus the image that's captured by the sensor to where he would have to modify the edge of the lens. Bingo. And get the right curvature. Now, from video to video, it varied slightly, of course. And of course, he changed the angle of it, so it looked more of it got shown at the bottom. But it always was clipped halfway. Alright. So when he slid this thing in, it's half blocked, so you didn't see the rest of the lens. But there is attachments you get where you can put filters in, you know, if you're going to film the sun or want to change the color and eliminate infrared and stuff like that, UV as well. But this is actually the lens, I think, part in question because it matches up with the holes and the screw heads. This angle, this way. So, we talk about it in here. So, those two little aliens there are actually screw heads. In this device, you can see there's little screws in it, but you can get little watchmaker screws, right? And some would screw in this direction, alright, and all you do is unscrew them because you want to keep that part here connected to that part there, so you'd have screws going in this way. You can't quite see them, but I think there's a couple of screw heads there on the image. One there. And they can unscrew out. And because it's out of focus, right, you don't see all the detail like we do here. I think I'm trying to get it lined up properly first. The way I'm moving it around here, it almost looks like what he was doing when he was trying to adjust it, right, on the camera. It's very similar movement even. Again, it probably needs to be, we could rotate it around. So we've probably got the right angle here. So all we want is this little bracket on the outside, which you could have unscrewed and put inside that slide in bit to be able to control it, right? Now Kiwi has debunked your ass again. There's the hole in question. Screw heads in there, but it doesn't mean he has. So the screws will be in this bit here, or he may have just planted them in there, glued them in. We don't know how he's faked it 100%, but I'm pretty close here. And you can see this bit here, because of the angle, is this bit going down here. And then the rest of it tapers off here, which you can see here. And then you see the end bit here where it goes back up. And that bit there looks like this bit here. Then that bit there looks like that bit there. Then we got this bright bit here that's going to be that bit there, but out of focus. Sort of lines up, alright. Anyway, it's the best I could do because I couldn't find the exact part that he was using, but a similar part for that year number. That's the problem with older cases. Unless you got your hands on the actual camera and the bits he used, which you could swap them out, of course, when he hands it to you, so you don't figure it out. But yeah, he was definitely hoaxing it. Yeah, so I think we're done with that though. But you can see here we've not been getting many views. Now all these would be getting like 100 views a day. No, every hour I think it is. 100 views every hour, some of these, and yet we can barely scrape 10 views on YouTube. Right, that's how well suppressed it is. I don't know if we can find it on Reddit without logging into my account. I don't think it shows. Don't think it shows stats. I would have to take a screenshot and show you. Now I think about it, but we won't bother. But anyway, yeah, we're finished with that one. So people have been debating me on Reddit about various balloon ones that I've debunked, especially the parrot one here. I'll just bring that one up. It's crap, like third phase stuff. And here we've got the video of it stabilized and cropped, of course. Now the guy swings from low down. So it's for a few thousand, it's like 1,000 feet up into the low clouds cover, and it looks strange because it's far away and he hasn't got it in focus, and the sun's blocked behind the clouds mostly. It's obviously in shadow, but it's got a black beak and eye, and it's got its claws on a bit of a coloured stick there. So it's actually a parrot balloon that you get at zoos. This was filmed in Spain apparently, but they do have zoos everywhere in the world, and people do sell parrot balloons. This is actually a bird balloon. I believe it's a parrot one though, and you can see the wings here either side, and it's actually sitting on a little branch which is obviously cropped off because it's a balloon, and you don't see the beak and the eyes because it's not lit up enough. Now the color could be deceptive, and that's what we're going to talk about now, is that you can't really believe what you're seeing as the real colors of something that you're filming, because we've got atmospherics and we've got ice particles that light passes through, and especially if something's out of focus, and of course you got illumination of the object. So the more and darker it is, the more unlikely you're going to see the colors, actual colors of it. It could be white. It could be a white cockatoo parrot, but I couldn't find any examples online. Most of them were red parrots, but that could easily be a red parrot still. And you can see there is a slight tinge in the red there. So yeah, it could easily be a red parrot with other colour feathers that might be blue or yellow mixed in there as well. So yeah, it spins around on the axis. Maybe it's even got black. I just want to zoom in on a bit. Find one particular colour of the video doesn't mean it hasn't been messed around. But anyway, I'll just move on. Now, something's reflective there in the middle of the balloon of the sun, of course. Now the sun's probably got some light breaking through the clouds there. So here is obviously, and so on, you know, and it just keeps spinning around. Now if that was an alien craft, right? So now we're seeing the other side of the balloon. These 3D printed Mylar balloons. Some are saying this is glass panels, and no, that's because it's probably got yellow feathers there or something, and it's reflecting some of the sky blue, right? And it looks like it's clear with the sky, right? The sky color, but it's actually just reflecting sky color there. So it looks like it's a glass panel in front when it's really not. It's really the other side of the Mylar balloon with the sun, some of the sun reflecting off it. But you can see now the tail fin coming down here. So it's a slightly different each side of the balloon. So it looks like a real three-dimensional parrot sitting on a branch, right? And of course, people out there still won't believe it. Here it is zooming away. Oh, what's happened there? You can see here how thick the cloud is, and how that's being illuminated by the sun too. With the, because clouds are not orange and red, of course, but time white light from the sun passes through water crystals and atmospherics, it changes the color. And of course the clouds are not black, but that's because they're too dense and absorbing most of the light, right? But yeah, and we can see where the sun is, and it's reflecting the same way. Now yeah, it's comparing it to parrots at the end. View, that's what you're getting here. I tried to find all the ones that could be possibles. Alright. So the best match one was probably this one here. But it doesn't mean there's no other combinations out there. Because we can't see what it looks like really, it makes it really hard. And at the end here, overlay it with the other parrot balloon, which also lines up. Damn. But yeah, they couldn't see that as being a balloon. I thought that's really strange. So yeah, I did even post up side-by-side images as well. So there's a real cockatoo. There's a little feather that it can actually the image, and theirs is a blurred out of focus image. I just need to go back. But yeah, the image, and theirs is a blurred out of focus image. But yeah, they couldn't see that as being a balloon. I thought that's really strange. Let's go back on that one a bit. There you go. I'd say that's a 99% match. You can see mine's a nice clear HD image, and theirs is a blurred out. Might be slightly image. Too small, if anything. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, they couldn't see that as being a balloon. I thought that's really strange. But that might not be the actual parrot balloon, but it's the closest one we've got to it. The problem is not all balloons have been photographed and put on the web for us to search and find, you see. It's not like there's a database of all angles of a balloon that you can then plug into your pattern matching system overlay and actually solve something straight off, right? So, yeah. And of course, I've been talking about this one here. Again, just doing the rounds. Double the depth that we can see here. Where so there's actually another. People were claiming this one here was a Batman balloon, but I found that they talked about this in a new show by Ben Hansen at the end here. He goes and visits one of the pilots with the actual source video, source photos. And he said they're all the same balloon that got photographed. And although was the filming his 4K monitor, you can see the balloon looks very different at the end here. Where is it? Object, alright. And this is the heart-shaped balloon. We had to zoom in on it somewhere here. Is that the one? I know this is out of focus, but it's also got a heart shape to it, right? Where's close up of the Batman one? Same. Now it's funny, on this show they didn't even mention these being balloons, which I thought, if he's going to be like a true, honest investigator, that's the first thing you'd bring up, right? You'd bring up, oh here we go, we've got some close-up photographs of it. So that's the heart-shaped balloon on the side, and you can see the seam here going across, and you can see there's a dimple here with one side of the heart. It's a shallow heart, it's not a really defined heart shape, but it's a shallow one, and you can see it bulges around here, and you can see there's a heart shape, and these things here like little ribbons with weights on it just flapping around that they use at weddings. But where's the other one? It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, this is the Batman one. You can see how undefined it is compared to what we saw being spread around the internet. You saw the heart-shaped one, exactly on the same video source. It's pretty clear, but when they zoom in or hook into the actual HD video for a brief second in the video, you can see there, that actually looks like there's more to the balloon out the side here and more up here, which kind of suggests that that's reflecting the sky around it, making it bluish color, which is part of the heart-shaped balloon, right? And you can see the Batman balloon has a really defined dark edge on it. This is not defined dark edge anymore. So those ones that did the social media rounds is not the same as the source photo of that one. been played around with, and you can see it's got no dark edges on it, no sharp edges like the one we saw doing the rounds, right? So I still think it's a heart balloon there that's sort of a wee bit deflated. And there's just reflected in the sky in the middle there. And the dark bits is where it's crumpled in, because it's way it's made, the heart shape is made. Creates these crumple zones, which changes the way the light reflects off it and makes dark patches, which I show at the very beginning, right? There's a low angled heart balloon, and that's the one they was doing the rounds, right? So there's actually another, which you can see that one there is nothing like the one on Ben Hanson's. So it's been darkened and maybe even enhanced or whatever, sharpened. But we never saw dark edges all the way down there. It was very spotty. But here you can see the crumple zone also matches the dark bits, you know, in the same places. Alright. And if you turn the balloon, because it's straight onto us, you turn the balloon, you're going to get a dark edge on that side because the light's not shining in the same direction. The light source is on the side here. But yeah, people don't believe me, but that's why I put together these investigation episodes for people to question things. You got to question everything in case we're being misled. But it's certainly not a alien craft. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that, but I ended up talking about it anyway. Jasper. Sorry, my headache is getting worse. I'm going to make a coffee. I thought if you drink a lot of coffee and then stop drinking it, you get the headache as well. But yeah, I was talking about why the colours change depending on how far away it is, the atmospherics, and also camera lens, and whether it's in focus. There's a thing called thin film interference, and it's also what we call light scatter as well, due to angles and stuff, and that's something else which changes the color of things. But yeah, you thin film on soap bubbles where you can see multiple colors of white light going through soap bubbles, and it changes it to nice little greens and blues and pinks and yellows like a prism. But also Mylar balloons are printed, so as a light, and of course they're on silver foil, the printing, so the light passes through the paint and then reflects back out. Depending on the angle and the lighting, you may get different shades of the color. So red could actually look like dark color. So it talks about here. So this is an oil slick. Ooh, pollen. It's hard to talk when you want to sneeze. The bright colour seen in an oil slick floating on water or in a sunlit soap bubble is caused by interference. The brightest colours are those that interfere constructively. This interference is between light reflected from different surfaces of thin film. The effect is known as a thin film interference, as noticed before. Interference effects are most prominent when light interacts with something having a size similar to its wavelength. A thin film is one having thickness smaller than a few times the wavelength of light. Since color is associated indirectly with what's that, alpha, and since all interference depends in some way on the ratio of alpha to the size of the object involved, we should expect to see different colors for different thicknesses of the film. So it's got sort of how we see it with the light bouncing back off it. So yeah, so it doesn't penetrate all the way through the pigment, bounces off at some level in the pigment. These soap bubbles exhibit bright colors when exposed to sunlight. Light striking a thin film is partially reflected ray 1 and partially refracted at the top surface. The refracted ray is partially reflected at the bottom, emerges as ray 2. These rays will interfere in a way. So yes, so we got two light particles coming off, waves, and they interfere with each other, and the overall color that we see is different. Is what they're saying there. If you ever did the interference pattern in science at school, you probably know what I mean. So yeah, you could ask AI even about this sort of stuff, and it can go out there and find you the information you need. So you can say, can an object appear white when it's red 1,000 feet away from a camera? See what comes up with AI mode. Yes, a red object can appear white to a camera from 1,000 feet away due to several technical environmental factors. Infrared sensitivity. The sensor in most digital cameras are naturally sensitive to near infrared to 1,000 nanometer, which sits beyond visual red. Color confusion. Many dyes and pigments used to make objects look red are transparent to IR. Yeah. Let's just dive into that. But we are talking about a regular camera, not IR one. Let's just clarify that. Okay, so even with a regular non-IR camera, a red object can appear white from 1,000 feet away due to light and digital processing and environment. Sensor overexposure, blowing out, washing out, leakage, atmospheric perspective, haze. You're looking through a significant amount of air filled with dust, water, vapor, and pollution, and also ice particles. Light scattering. These particles can scatter light from the sky, which is often brightened bright white blue in the path of the camera. This haze sits in front of the object. Desaturation. The scattering adds a layer of bright natural light that washes out the red. Okay. And it goes on and on and on. So why is the sky blue? Come on, people, you should know this one. The sky is blue for the same reason a distant object might look washed out or hazy. While a camera sensor often turns red objects white by blowing out the exposure, the atmosphere turns the blue sky through a specific process called Rayleigh scattering. The ingredients: white light and air. Sunlight looks white, but it is actually a mix of all colors, the rainbow. Each color travels as a wave of a different size. Red light travels in long, lazy waves. Blue and violet travel in short, choppy waves. The process Rayleigh scattering. When sunlight hits the Earth's atmosphere, it crashes into tiny molecules of gas, mostly nitrogen and oxygen. Because these gas molecules are small, they don't affect the long red waves much. Red light mostly passes straight through. However, the short, choppy blue waves are just the right size to strike these molecules and bounce off in every direction. When you look at any part of the sky away from the sun, you are seeing this scattering blue light reaching your eyes from every angle. Why not violet? Violet light actually has an even shorter wavelength than blue and is scattered even more strongly. Technically, the sky is more violet than blue, but we see it as blue for two reasons. Human eye sensitivity. Our eyes are much more sensitive to blue than violet. Sunlight composition. Blah blah blah. Why are sunsets red? When the sun is setting, the light has to travel through a much thicker layer of atmosphere to reach you. By the time the light reaches your eyes, the blue light has been scattered away so many times that it is almost completely gone. The long wave red and orange light is the only part that makes it through the long journey without. So at horizon, is actually passing more atmosphere to your eyes, and that's another reason why weather balloons can look different colors too. You know, exactly the same reason a white weather balloon can reflect the setting sun off it and look orange and red. And also satellites in space. We may be in darkness, but the sun still might be visible to satellites in space because of the angles, and they show up as a red flash and as they're coming down past the horizon, right? And you often see that at dawn and sunset. So it's good to understand all these technical things, because it helps you solve what you're seeing in videos. And you can't get away from science, right? And you get all these people arguing online. It's not the right color. It's a tic-tac. You don't see. And it's just like the same as the planes. Well, you don't see the tail. If they're painted blue, especially, they blend in with the sky blue. The engines are at the side of the plane, and with distance, it's less obvious, right? Especially if it's on a blurry camera. And again, it's the scattering the light, and most planes are painted white anyway, so you're going to get a white looking tic-tac. But if you look at the shape, if it's good enough, you can see it taper off, like normal planes taper off near the tail, and they have a normal rounded front on the plane. So always be critical. And of course, if the fakers, the scammers, the shills, apply some AI enhancement on it or their own little tweaks on it, they can make it look less like a plane by increasing the colors around the corruption caused by the compression around the object to appear a different color, which then changes the shape of it. And that's why you got to be careful when you use that color swap business, because you can add in artifacts that are not really there, but it helps you see that there are other shades of colors maybe next to or behind the thing, like the balloon, if it's reflective, like silver. And you might, because that blends in with the sky, right? If it's reflecting the sky, it'll reflect it back maybe at a slightly different shade of blue, but you don't actually see it. Your eyes don't actually see it, but the computer can see it because it's got what is it, 32 billion colors range. And you can play around with that setting. You can't do that with your eye though. So yeah, thin film, there you go. And Mylar balloons use thin film. In fact, we probably should have asked it about that. Why do Mylar balloons coloured ones change colour based on sun lighting? Probably got a few typos in there. Let's see if it comes up with a saying change colour in sunlight due to a combination of physical structure and chemical reactions triggered by light exposure. Photo-induced reactions. Visual effects. Optical metallic substrate. Oh, here we go. Thin film interference. There you go. So there are other factors. Light hits the ink layer on the top of a highly reflective foil. Because the foil has no natural grain, it causes unexpected light reflection. Light shades may look darker, and dark shades can appear even darker in intense light. Thin film interference, translucency. While they look solid, Mylar balloons are somewhat translucent. In bright sun, so that grain is where you get that effect of why it might look like a clear glass in front of it, because it's partly translucent. If you get bright enough light shine on it, passes through the colour film, which filters certain wavelengths and reflects others. Surface expansion. So yeah, it's added a few more there, right? So hopefully anyone that's debating me on this stuff is watching today's show, and that's now hopefully answered. Now, Secureteam. Now, I'm not sure if I talked much about this one in the past, but it's the one that got famous. And you might be able to remember it. He's still got it on his website collecting clicks. And how many views has he got on it so far? 4 million views. So, you know, if you got 4 ads on that, that's 16 million views. That's like probably a 30 grand video there. That made him 30 grand this video. Because it got posted out to that's just an estimate. The minimum he would have got would have been $16,000 US all the way up to $100,000 on this video. This one video. And because UK Rags plugged it for him, John Austin, again, it's just photographs, right? So let's go through it and talk about all the red flags of this one. The one that got his channel from I think he managed to get up to 50,000 subs with all those fake leaker ones he did. My name is Mr. Ken and Dr. Norton, and when he put this one on, it went up to 100,000 overnight, and then it gradually grew to 200, 300,000 as all the other stupid websites and news channels picked up on it and started rebroadcasting it as a, I don't know, some sort of story, interest story, even though it was never fact checked. I think someone eventually dived in, might have been MUFON, said it was photoshopped, and we know who photoshopped it. His name is Tyler. Anyway, let's just play the video here and break it down.
The very first image can be seen almost shooting out at a pretty fair rate of speed out of what looks like...
Okay, what's the beginning of it? Usual, normally. Okay, he's doing a camera click sound. I've seen them walking in the clouds. You know, those ones with the things walking in the clouds like big monsters. They're actually just optical illusions of a low-level cloud with chimneys with the smoke going above, which is dark pollutant stuff. And it forms these, what looks like people standing on clouds, right? Now, this was quite a few years ago, 2015. It was even just before I started my channel. And it wasn't until I started my channel that I noticed this one was doing the rounds quite a bit. And I had to analyze it.
Hey, what's up everybody? We've got a doozy for you guys today. The images that you guys are seeing right now were sent in...
Okay, so the red flag here is images. Now, as you know, most people know how to quickly spend 1 second flipping it from picture mode to camera mode on the app and start recording it with video. But yeah, I think he's going to focus in on that spot in the sky here. And you can see they've purposely made it small compared to the rest of the sky, because hoping, which is the next red flag, hoping that not many people would have seen it. But I think if you're talking about millions of people, most of the people, and especially in Texas where it is, would be looking at a storm cloud like that and thinking, is it going to be tornado? And they would see something hanging in the sky, right? You'd have more than 2 people with cameras back in 2015 that would be videoing this, right? And we only get 1 witness. He claims there's multiple witnesses, but he never proves it. But we'll just go through it all.
To us by a source named Walter C. Lenz of El Paso, Texas, who thankfully snapped the images that you're now looking at.
So he's saying this was filmed by a guy called Walter, who he never interviews. Never shows you the email with his last name blacked out, because he said Walter, so you can at least show that in the email, right? So yeah, you can see how this guy hoaxes stuff. It's really bad.
Of what can only be described as a massive 3-dimensional cube-shaped UFO, which in the very first image can be seen almost shooting out at a pretty fair rate of speed out of what looks like a massive black hole type.
It's like a Photoshop, and you can see it looks like a Photoshop. You get an oxide cube or something from Star Trek, Borg, and you use various tools to blur and blend things, right? You know, if that was coming through the sky like he's claiming, why is that cloud not bending upwards as it's coming down, right? You expect the cloud to be sort of parting and the water vapor going upwards, you know. Looks like it's gone in the opposite direction of anything, right? So not even the image looks right.
Portal, or opening up within the sky and surrounding clouds. The source states that this black portal, or hole in the clouds, appeared within a matter of seconds, which is initially what caught his eye and made him do a double take.
And of course that's before he changed the music too, isn't it?
At the clouds as he left his office of employment for lunch at around 1 p.m. noon in El Paso.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to do that in Photoshop, would it? Right.
He said that it began to get very windy out.
Now, how come you didn't ask him why he didn't video it there, Tyler? Because it's really hard to fake stuff the same way in a still image or video frame than it is throughout the whole video, right?
And he noticed a small portion of clouds begin to swirl and circle in on one another, forming this portal.
It doesn't look like it's swirling around there, does it? So where's those images?
Shape, at which point the center of the clouds became jet black. Now this is when the source decided to hurry up and pull out his phone for a picture, and at this point the source had not seen any UFOs and had simply wanted to image these anomalous cloud formations. But just as he snapped the first image, this massive looking cube-shaped UFO is caught on photograph, jetting out of this dark.
I'm pretty sure there would have been thousands of people looking up the sky in Texas at that cloud. And there'd be thousands of people coming forward saying, yeah, I saw that.
Dark black wormhole looking manifestation and making its presence known. The source observed the craft, or entity, whatever this thing could be. He watched it move at a steady pace through the cloud cover, disappearing into the clouds, and for a few short...
So... whose hand is that? Is that Tyler's hand? Can we get a picture of his hand and overlay his hand, maybe? You can see it's probably just a stock image, though.
Moments breaking back out once again to mystify all.
In fact, I wonder if you could probably find a stock image of that and overlay it completely. It'd be interesting. Stock image. Probably a bit late now to do checks 2015s, but 10 years ago almost. Stock image of hand. Pointing. Probably need to say man. A man hand. Ooh, it's starting to get hot in here. I might have to put the fan on. I think the computer will get slow otherwise. Aha! There's a hand that looks very similar. Size of the fingers. Aha! Is it that one? Let's see. Go back to the video. So like I said, I haven't really debunked this one. I didn't think I needed to. First that one. Okay, he has got the finger coming down. We haven't got that going down. But he could have edited it. Pointy finger. Let's just keep looking, but that is close. Just need a variation of that one. Aha. thumb pointing in more there, I think. Might just have to do a side by side. I haven't done that before. I haven't thought about doing the finger before. Looks like it's all in Solarette, right? Come on. I'll have to put the fan on. Okay, that'll probably do. Okay, let's get another image and do some comparing. Knowing him, he would have been too lazy to really use his own hand or modify it enough so it doesn't match. Gotta keep proportion while we scan. Probably need to erase the outside. I'm interested now. I never thought about doing it before, but I'm going to do it now. I have to know now if we can find a stock image that matches it. Now, has it taken off too much? Has a wee bit, hasn't it? Bugger. I have to go back. Oop, too much again. Magic wand. So we've got to check out the finger. Why is the finger being crooked? That's probably better. Okay, eraser. Alright, it's already set. Let's see how it comes out this time. Looking better. And then we want to deselect it and click on move. And we're going to have to try and scale it up. It's interesting though. Looks like it's got the same bit on the end of that finger there. Where's the handles gone? Where's my handles? Alright, got a piece there. Well, the thumb's not the right, so we're going to have to keep looking. Probably have to zoom out. So you can find the damn handles. Yeah, you can see it's not as easy as it should be. The thumb's not right, it's opened up more. So there might be another image out there. It's looking pretty close though. Needs to be rotated. Where's the handles gone? So this is what's stupid about this program. I still haven't fixed it. And it's just on that knuckle one there, right? That's where it lines up almost perfect. Yeah, so it's not the right thumb position, but let's have a look at the top of the hand. You may have modified it. Where's the thing? Still will not have it 100% right at the moment. What's going on? I forgot to untick this thing. Let's see if we can get it. I normally do this offline. What do you reckon, guys? I might have to swing back in more. I wonder if I can do it with swing here. Might have the finger to wall. It's amazing how it matches up here though. Look, that knuckle, that bit there, that bit over top. Might have to rotate it a wee bit more. Might be too big now.
At SourceCode01 donated £10 through Super Chat. Hey, sorry, been in hospital a lot and more coming. Alien, alien, alien.
Why you been in hospital? Can you tell us? Sorry to hear that. Sounds like my life. Well, what do you reckon? That he's used to stock image? I think we've lost proportion, but might be a better handout there, but yeah. May have flipped the finger up slightly. So I don't think every hand is going to be exactly the same. That's why it's got to be a stock image, right? And that's so damn close. So he's used a stock image here. It's not quite the right hand, but it must be that same similar stock image. Yeah, so yeah, what's happening there? Blood pressure. Oh, that's the same as mine. I'm on pills to control that now. So getting scans, tests, and also loads of meds and getting light therapy. Osteoporosis. That's what you get when you're diabetic as well. Freaking 3 day a week, early morning. Yeah, what was my blood pressure? I think it was 190 over 150 something. The last time I saw the doctor. So we're on higher meds now. You're not diabetic, are you? Skin issue. Of course, you're changing the diet can change your blood pressure if you eat a lot of salt, especially. Yeah, you spend a lot of time waiting around in hospitals, I tell you. So we're looking at this hand. So there's got to be another one where he's got his finger out more, and it matches what Tyler used then. I'm not sure if we can just get one company. CPU's going sluggy. I'm going to have to put the fan on. That will speed it up again. Problem with heat. Of course, people are going to say that that doesn't prove that Tyler made the Photoshop. But there's more to this case where he does an interview with someone, which sounds just like his wife. So, yeah, so if we click on that, does it give us ones for that viewpoint? It's very close to this one here, though. Of the thumb. Could he have modified it between the two hands? It's very possible. That's why we're not going to get the exact match. Could have raised the other finger coming down here. Let's go zoom window, is it? I think it's the same stock image. I haven't got the angle right though. And if that thumb sticks out, it's going to curve more here. And if the finger's bent downwards slightly on another pose, the rest of that fingertip will go down. So yeah, just looking at the bumps here, here, for the rest of the hand. So damn close. It's got to be a better match out there though. But do we waste time trying to pin it exactly? That's a question. It's something that I'd spend days on until I was happy I found the exact one. When I want to nail someone to the cross, I spend a lot of time on it. Of course, you can't do it on live debunks because people get bored. They're not dedicated like I am to figuring out how it was done. I suppose what we could do is maybe do an image match, but then again that's not going to work too well because it'll match it to other frame snapshots of Secureteam's video because it was so popular. Also, if that guy was pointing, he's not pointed in the right direction, is he? And he's holding the camera in one hand. So where is the object? You see what I mean? It's way up here, not there. So they're not even lined up properly. And if he's got the camera in the other hand, why isn't he? If you're going to point, you normally set it on video mode because it's going to be very hard to take a photograph looking through the eyepiece and putting your hand up there. And this would have to be out of focus, wouldn't it? That's too in focus, right? That would have to be close to the camera lens. That's going to be, that should be blurry. But you can see here, the way this photograph's taken, looks like the camera is, focal point is here. So really what should happen is, this should be an absolute focal crisp image of the hand because it's the first thing in front of the lens where the sensor would autofocus it. This should be blurry and this should be really blurry up here. Yeah, and of course the other thing is it's not in portrait back then. He wasn't wise enough to do it, so it's in single eye mode, right? That means this person's holding a proper camera in 2015? I don't think so. Yeah, we'll keep on playing it.
All those who might be gazing up from below, from the events that are transpiring. Walter was able to snap about 7 more images in attempts to catch the object on its exit from one cloud to
7 more images. Are we going to see all those? Anyway, I think he's used that stock image of this hand, but that finger's opened up. It could be a combination of those 2 images we saw. Yeah, he's definitely edited it from stock image. We'll minimize that for the time being anyway. What are you saying here, Mike? So taking a break from online computers when not working, trying to get back to nature. I think online life is not good for me right now. Toxic. I want to get back to nature and go camping. Yeah, but your son gets sick of that. It comes down to balance, right? You do your favourite things online, but don't live online. Is the key there. So get out and about, you know, go for evening walks. Don't spend your whole night playing games all night on the TV or whatever. Console. Thanks for the donation anyway. You're the only one that still donates. Whether I carry on in the New Year's another thing. I'm sort of getting sick of it myself, to tell the truth. People are not interested in the best stuff out there. They're only interested in what the government's going to release now. The ufology's been hijacked, basically. No one trusts the average Joe anymore. AI's changed the playing field too much now. But back in 2015, if he used AI, if AI was around then, he would have got this video perfect for things. So yeah, I'd say don't abandon the web completely. And watching YouTube, and you're not exactly using your hands and trying to do too much. I am trying to present it. I'm trying to do multitasking galore. And it's harder for me, and it wears me out. And normally I have to have a nap after I do a live show. It's like also when you do teaching university, and they ask you questions live and all that sort of stuff. It takes it out of you because it puts you to the test whether you know your stuff or not. But anyway, carry on.
To another, out of which he successfully caught 2 more images of the actual object being visible.
Now we've tried to find out what object he used for the cube here.
Or partially visible, just as it starts to come out of a break in the clouds.
But when you see it, it hasn't got any definition. It was just like a black and grey blob, right? Now you can see it's changed now. But it's still black and grey, right? So it's just a black and grey blob he's used, and then used some airbrushing around it to make it look like it's coming out the clouds.
Image here. Now, I am personally at a loss for words when it comes to this UFO sighting, because this thing is mind-blowing.
I am. That sounds like Mr. Ken. That's when he was doing that Area 51 voice.
Yes, my name is Ken.
I'd probably have to play the troll one again. But it's on there. It sounds the way he was talking there with his voice sounded very much like the leaker one that was reversed, right?
Blowing. And not only do we not know what it is it a craft? Is it an entity from another dimension? Is it a probe sent here by a...
Or is it a Photoshop that Tyler made? Yes!
higher intelligence in another galaxy? Questions like these that come up from a major...
Alright, so we know the guy's photographing it. Although it doesn't look like it's a normal standard camera. It even doesn't even look like a cube, really. It looks like it's deformed there, doesn't it? It looks like it goes in a bit. Looks like he's drawn a square and another square. He's manually done it rather than using, like I was showing you on mine, where it's got like defined shapes and you can just scale it up and down. Looks like he's manually created the squares and filled it in with paint filler. And then added some blurring effect on the outside.
Amazing UFO sightings caught on camera like this are why we do what we do. But not only do we have these three-dimensional cubes in these images that, by the way, after some analysis, has what look to be intricate designs spanning its entire surface.
Okay, you're not going to get any detailedness from that, right? You can see that now. There's no design pattern there. Yeah, so let's see what the next image brings up.
But also, the fact that in this sighting, and not hardly found in many others, is evidence of a portal or a dimensional wormhole that gives us data and evidence as to how these alien craft move around, how they get here from wherever they came from. The very fact that this UFO arrived by jumping through a suddenly appearing black hole in the sky leads us to believe that this isn't man-made. Sorry guys,
there's
I know
no black
a few of
hole
you refuse to believe that any UFO isn't man-made, but I think we can safely rule out some army grunt punched behind the wheel of this thing. No, this thing looks far beyond our understanding. The third image that was taken, which you can see now, that is by far the best.
This one's different. Now, again, it looks like it could be hand drawn, and he's used some sort of texture filler and just filled it in, and it creates this like blocky effect. Still not that high quality there. And let's see the next one. He zooms in and it'll be even more detail. Now he's taking this with a camera. That looks too much quality for a camera, phone camera. And a regular camera, digital camera, still seems to be too many pixels. 2015, what did we have back then? Good question. We haven't heard anything about the camera spec he was using or anything like that. Which direction he was looking, date, time, nothing like that. There's so many red flags with this video, it's not funny. And yet so many people sub to him without even questioning it.
At SourceCode01 donated £10 through Super Chat. Boom.
Thanks, source code. Another donation. Wow, thanks. Let's see, what was I going to do? Cubes, was it? What was I going to look up? You interrupted my thinking. Forgot what I was going to look up now. Let's see, I'll get back to it. Or just carry on.
Best of the three images.
Alright, I was going to look up the camera pixels, wasn't I? Duh. Come on, browser, I hate how you do this to me. We muck up the tabs all the time. Okay, max mega pixels cameras digital 2015. AI kick in probably, right? Okay, we have got high quality ones, 18 megapixels, and Nikon 36, Sony. That would be extremely expensive. The average home user wouldn't have something like
At
that, would they?
SourceCode01 donated £10 through Super Chat. This will make you happy?
Yeah, thanks. It might help me pay the bill off on the internet this month. But unless I get enough, Google doesn't pay it out. I have to get 130 in the account before they pay it out. Yes, so what was the price spec of those in the day? So that's talking about now, surely, in wide range. CPU's just playing up. And my eyes. Yeah, look how slow. Hey, let's just dive in. What was megapixels on iPhone 2015? That's generally what people were using in America, wasn't it? iPhone 6, 12 megapixels. Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it? Rear camera and 5 megapixels front. Yeah, it sounds more like it. Although the image didn't look like it was from a thing. Average home digital camera megapixels should be around about the same, I'd say. Not 2050. No, in 2015. Again, 16 to 24 megapixels. What's that? Width times height, is it? What would we normally say for image? 6,000 by 4,000. That's again bringing up the 24 megapixels DRS and mirrorless. So that would be like $1,000 camera, or a couple of $1,000 camera back then. High-end compacts, that's probably more like it, 5,000 by 4,000 by 300. So that kind of looks like the image that he's showing. Although he hasn't made the original images available for analysis. So you can go down here and have a look. If you're being honest, you'd make the images available on a download drive. And he never used to post up any links other than his business ones that he can make money from.
Because it captures this craft in its entirety for the few brief moments that it came out of the cloud and was freely moving quietly through the air as our source watched in disbelief before finally disappearing back into the clouds, never to be seen again. Well, not by this source at least, but do stay tuned.
Now he said 7 images, now we've only seen 3.
Because we have a second source who is about a mile down the road who also captured an image of this thing.
Now I don't believe... looking at that image as he zooms in, that looks like the phone pole is in focus. Right. And the power line's in focus. Normally that would go blurry and out of focus and you wouldn't even see it in the image if you were trying to focus in on that. And yet that seems to be the same focalness as the power pole. Even the trees look pretty close here, but we can't see anything beyond that. Distant trees, let's have a look. Pixelated, blurry. That's basically what we should be getting for that thing. Where is it? I can't see. Can't see where he's put it. Oh, here it is.
We have a second source who is about a mile down the road who also captured an image of this thing.
See, as he's zooming in, that's a lot of pixels. And it gets sharper as he's zooming in there.
As it came towards her. And in a new email sent in to us while we were in the middle of researching this first sighting, a woman also from El Paso had captured an image of what she called a giant square ship of some kind. When we read this, alarm bells immediately went off.
Where's El Paso? Whereabouts is that? Texas? If I spelled it right. Oh yeah, it's got Texas come up there. El Paso County, is that what he's talking about? Right on the US-Mexican border. Okay. So, what accents sound like there? Let's see if we can find something. English, Spanish mix. Do we have an accent that we can't hear? The newest and most innocuous southern US accent features best reported Houston. So I wonder if we can find a video of someone speaking that we can compare to the next video. Alright, let's go through it. So, 10 different accents.
Ever wondered what makes a Texan accent so captivating?
Howdy, my name's Sarah Jordan. I'm going to Texas A&M.
Love it or hate it, the Lone Star accent is absolutely iconic. But I have news for you, Texas has more accents.
And I'm going to throw in an extra one because my husband and I know other people make fun of me.
Okay, so I'm not sure if we could use that, but he's probably got different accents there from Texas. That brings us on to the next video, where he's got the witness, which I believe is his wife, pretending. Alright, see, and this is another image where he's actually added some detail on it. Looks very similar to the other one we saw. Was it that one? It's definitely photoshopped anyway. Still promoting this channel. So where's the dark clouds now, alright, in that image? He's definitely mucking around in the editor. And I probably used Adobe package to do the skins on that. Anyway, get into the next video where he gets a witness.
Who took the time to really get these images out there.
Yeah, squeaky voice. And I think I've heard his voice of his wife, who I thought was Kelly. When I tried to search it, I couldn't find any reference to Kelly. Do you guys remember what his wife was called? Was it Kelly? But according to the AI, his wife's not called Kelly, which is really strange, and they believe there's no image of his wife available on the web. Southern accent. Yeah, so his wife comes from where he lives, I believe. Ohio, right? I don't think this is a Texan accent of a witness that saw the cube.
Because I had no idea that other people had even seen or taken pictures of this thing until I saw your video.
Well, I'm glad that you were able, first of all, to get the image in the first place and to get it sent in. And as you said, we've also had another source who sent in a few images of this thing, and it is without a doubt the same craft. And in his images, as with yours, you can see, I don't know if you watched the video again, but you can see these same intricate designs on this craft. Now, can you tell me about the feelings that you had personally when you saw this giant, square-looking UFO coming through the clouds?
Oh my God, it stopped me in my tracks completely. I thought my eyes might have been playing tricks on me, and I thought to myself, I better get a picture of
I don't
this,
think
nobody's
that's a
going to
Texan
believe
accent.
me when I tell them.
They usually don't.
So I zoomed in on it, and I took a picture.
Why won't it pause for me?
I wasn't sure if it was
Computer's
a balloon
going crazy
or
at the
what,
moment.
but later on...
What he's saying down the side here. Liz, how's it going? Yeah, no, not Texan. I lived in Texas, if that helps. Okay. So what accent would you say that girl there is? It's not El Pasco, is it? So what do you think the region would be? Again, we'd have to search for voice comparisons. And what would you class Ohio as? It's like Central America, isn't it? A mix primarily featuring the natural Midland accent. Kotkoff. Great Lakes. Yeah, I'm not sure. We need to hear it. How to talk like a local. Okay, let's have a look. Come on.
I've heard of this one before, and I think it's a dessert, but I don't know.
That sounds very similar to his one, I think.
And when I saw it up close, and I showed my son, we were both just at a loss for words. And now that I think back...
It's a bit more high-pitched, squeaky.
What it looks like, or if it is actually a dessert.
Yes, so Buckeye, which is also what we call people from the state of Ohio, we refer to ourselves as Buckeyes. It is a peanut butter fudge that is covered in chocolate.
Sounds closer to that, I think. So what do you reckon? I'm just a Kiwi. My best, not even remotely southern, up north. Yeah, but how about middle? Yeah. So obviously who he's interviewing is not from Texan, right? So we can determine that. But what we want to do is determine if it's his wife. And to me it sounds like his wife. So if you listen to the full interview, it sounds like it's scripted, right? So we'll just go back. Now what I did is I asked Grok what his wife's name was, and I always thought it was Kelly, but I couldn't find any reference to his wife, which I thought was really strange. So I asked it any video of Tyler's wife, and it said here He occasionally mentions having a wife and son in old posts like family trips, but he almost never shows her face or shares personal videos, which to me sounds a bit strange, because you think someone that famous in ufology, there would be some podcast asking to interview maybe the family or the wife, what it's like living with a celeb UFO hunter, you know, and they'd go on together on a show or something, right? Because it's money and it's publicity. It never happens with him, and the reason is because he put out this witness video, and he knows there's super sleuths out me there waiting for her to come online and start talking, and then we can compare words said with words in the video to prove it 100% that he was faking that one before deep fakes come out, right? Back in 2015. For my extensive search across web sources, X-Posts, no public videos exist of his wife appearing on camera, despite that he bashed her, domestic abuse, and they went to court. You'd think there'd be some video of her talking somewhere. His content is strictly focused on UFOs. No, it's not. It's all focused on scamming people. Past drama around 2019-20 involved arrest of DUI and domestic issues. Some reports mention a wife or girlfriend. Yeah, he never calls his wife. He calls his wife girlfriend. He doesn't call her a wife because they're not married. They're just living together and had kids together. Seems very strange as well. He seems to actively avoid sharing personal family visuals for privacy reasons. Yeah, because he's a hoaxer. And he doesn't want angry people that are pissed off that he was hoaxing stuff to start coming after his family. That's what it's about. And then I said, I remember there was a video he put up on his Twitter of them in a car, and she said a single word, but they had the radio blare, and I thought maybe I could get that up and maybe just listen to the accent on that single word. But yeah, he did it in such a way, made it difficult. After digging deeper, there doesn't appear to be any public videos showing Tyler Cloutner, Secureteam, and his wife together, which I find very strange. He must have deleted it then in that case. Tyler has always been extremely private. The closest thing that comes up repeatedly is old drama around 2019 against repeating. No credible sources indicate that Tyler Cloutner's wife is named Kelly, and I'm pretty sure it was Kelly. The other public mentioned name of the wife from other profiles and interviews is Courtney. I've never heard Courtney before. They reported met in college and married around. They didn't even marry. They're not married. 2006. So it's very strange that not even AI can sift through all the records, and they got dash cam footage. Yeah, I've got that, but there's none of Kelly. This my memory's going. I always thought it was Kelly. It's frustrating when you know it's Kelly and Courtney was never mentioned. So that means he's been using a false name for his wife too for a while then. It'll probably be like a middle name probably. The net worth is even wrong here. But it still lists it at 1.5 million. But you know, add on another double that and then it'll be close to what he has earned. That's probably what's left after he spent drugs and hookers and snorting and booze on it, you know. But I thought there might be something picture of his wife, but they're saying there's no images of the wife. I find that a bit hard to believe, because I remember seeing him, and I might be able to find it on some past live tubes. And I haven't really done a full search on my channel. That's why you got to back up everything when you're doing it. When you're an investigator, you always got to keep a collection. Tyler, actually, we'll just type in Kelly, see if it comes up. Kelly. It's come up for that one. What's it come on that one? I don't know. And yeah, none of those, I don't think. Maybe I've put the name in the search thing though. Tyler wife, maybe. What should it be on that one? We got 3 videos that come up. I don't know if it's on that video I did. Always a technical little problem. Yeah, this is what he used to do, right? He used to take stock videos from the internet and add UFOs into them, right? From war zones, and who copied him? Section 51. That's what he used to do before I come along on the internet and started busting him. I will have a picture of his wife somewhere. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be that hard before I started the show today, because I was doing some quick extras before I started the show. Yeah, I don't know. I do mention the CUBE one again, so I probably said his wife. There. Yeah, wife. But I haven't got her name listed. That's a slight silliness of mine then in that case. I should always put something in brackets, wife name. But anyway, I'd have to go searching. I'm bound to do a screenshot of his Twitter page within various videos. But unless you got it worded for search to find those ones, you'll never find them. You'd have to go through all the videos one by one. Yes, this is frustrating, you know. Disappointing. And you think YouTube wouldn't lose its away on that. I'll just shut some tabs down. Speed up again. Okay, it's got a bit better. So we're looking for Tyler. Secureteam, using Courtney as a name. And yeah, nothing come up of them in the same picture. So has he done some cleanup on his X account, or I think maybe X is blocking now Google, so they don't take the images and use it for AI, right? How can we search it now? It's just too much security now. Come on. Let's see. I'll just put in x.com or Twitter. It's very strange that he can't find his wife. Go back out. That's it. You know, what's going on? We used to get a lot more than that. Something strange going on. It must be Elon blocking YouTube now, scraping images. That's just ridiculous. So now we can't search like we used to because of all the competition. Oh God. Well, there's nothing, you know, it's not coming up with anything on that. It's because I had a T in front. But still, just the logo. Where's all the posts that he did on his Twitter feed? They're not there anymore. You used to be able to find loads of them. Secureteam. Just the logos. Okay, this one we at least got a picture of. Yes, there's something happened, doesn't it? Where's all his Twitter images? That's been locked off. These are obviously from websites and YouTube channels. I bet if I put DUI, we don't get the car anymore. DUI, do we get the car? Got one from the video. But not the company that sold him the car. That used to come up. And it's not there anymore. What else can we try? We could try another search engine, I guess. But then you might have the same problem. Let's try duck. Duck. Go. Can't reach sites. Here we go. Try that. Images. I bet it'd be the same ones. You can see there's a company called Secureteam, and yet he's got trademark on the name, and they got trademark on their name. I don't know how that's even possible. copyright says, or whatever. Yeah, so where's all the photos that he added onto his Twitter gone? Now, because he's blocked me, I probably can't. He's blocked both of my accounts now. It makes it very hard to search his Twitter now, I think. Where is it? Is it that one? And that's YouTube. Where's Twitter? Is it that one? Third face, what am I doing? UFO. Oh, here it is. Tinfoil hat. Blocked. Coward. View posts. And now it comes up funny here. Okay, let's have a look. There used to be one called images. So where's that now? Or media. I'm not seeing it. And it's not loading. Alright. And it's just going around crazy, look. I can't do any more on Twitter unless you got an account that's not blocked. You didn't used to have that problem. I guess I have to create another Twitter account. It's just ridiculous. Let me just try a different browser. See, this is why it makes it hard, because we know we're going to investigate him. So anyone out there know of his wife's name? Is it Kelly or is it Courtney or both? Stupid computers playing up. Let's see, what can we try? Probably logged into that one, am I? It's going to do that business. Oh shit. Crashing the desktop. I'm going to have to wait for it to catch up. This always happens when I do Secureteam. The Men in Black. I haven't got my desktop back. I don't know if it's ever going to come back. It does that strangeness there where it keeps bringing it to the top, which doesn't make any sense. It's all since the Windows updates. It's like the last update for Windows 10 is to cripple it. Alright, we got the icons back. Okay, we're getting something. Still up. Increase it again. I've still got no icons down here. It won't go away. Let's just close it. Maybe that'll solve it. I've got a feeling it's some script on here, on X, background script that's doing crazy shit. Oh yeah, icons are not drawn. It's the right mess of the desktop. Okay, oh, hey, some weirdness going on. Now let's get rid of the blinking lights. Does it strange here too, by the looks of it. Didn't used to do that. You have to right click on it. Alright. Alright, we got some icons. Okay. Are we still streaming okay? Looks like it's almost game over today, I think. Game over, man. So we began what, 3 hours? Is it already? No. That's the viewer attention span according to Google. The last 3 minutes. That's because people watch and they don't move the mouse around, and they think they only watch 3 minutes, right? It's kind of stupid. So where's the time that it's been running from? Let's have a look. I started at 11. So what's that? 2 hours, isn't it? 2 hours. 3 hours. Come on, it's 3 hours, isn't it? Why can't I see it on here anymore? The admin screen. Where is it located? It used to be at the top. It's not there anymore. How can I find out? It's build. Has that got a time on it? One more. I don't know. Has that got a time on it? Not seeing it. There's no time on that. Ah, damn. I didn't think they'd remove the time that you've been recording. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, I probably can't reach it. Right, so according to the time, it's 3.5 hours already, is it? That can't be right, surely. No, it's getting that way, but we might have to end. Okay, we're trying to look at this thing. Let's see if it works now. That's a bit better. Okay, let's see if it comes up the same. I thought I had it on the clipboard, but I must have lost it. Okay. What the hell's going on? Something strange going on here. Computer's getting slower and slower. Okay, looks like it's logged in, is it? No. Okay. Let's see what happens this time. Well, that's working better. So what they done to Brave, it's like Brave, they crippled it. Both Google and X have. So his wife picture have to be here, but we couldn't get any of these images that he has uploaded personally in the searches, and there's one now. Image. Why can't we get that one? And that one, not that Kirk one, but the one before it, and that one maybe. Okay, can we... Kelly. Tyler. Let's try searching this gang this way. So, see how it works a lot better not being logged in. Oh, I am. I'm logged into the other one, but still, he's blocked it. Now it's going slow again. It shouldn't go slow. And what's this got to do with Tyler Clockner? You know? Those searches are useless on X and Google. It just pees me off that they can't create a proper search tool. They make it so complicated. Yeah, we probably have to go posts going back years, where he talks about the wife. I'm pretty sure he would have mentioned the wife on Fade to Black shows as well. Now, I remember there's a video of him in the car, so I don't know if we ever find that or not. I know there was a picture of him with Knapp and Corbell, but that vanished because Knapp wasn't very happy. Yeah, so that's about his father dying, right? As most of you saw here briefly on my most recent video yesterday, marked a year since the universe continued its journey without one of my brightest stars, my dad, which it's not. That's his granddad. With his passing, left in his wake not only a family that loved him, but amazing friend and wife. There's no way that would be his dad. He did admit to it, was it in that post there? That it's not actually his dad, but granddad. Somewhere, you know, and all these things that happen, and then you go back and look for it, and you can't find it. Anyway, he's lying about that being his dad. But we couldn't find that image in the search, could we, on Google? So Elon's obviously blocking. What a shithead. We used to get that one come up quite a lot on the searches, and we don't get that one anymore. It's frustrating. I have used people out there searching the web for his wife and finding out what her real name is and where we got Kelly from. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said Kelly lots of times. When he had like a birthday cake. Alright, here we go. A new ring with diamonds. A stupid Globo llama balloon. You can see he posts a lot on his X, he doesn't post on his YouTube. Now, doesn't need to find a birthday cake, it'll probably say his wife's name. Yeah, so why would you post something like that, right? He's such an asshole, this guy. It'd be funny if I find that picture of him with Knapp, because we've been after it for a long time. It's just tedious trying to find stuff that used to exist and then disappears off the web. I think we might just have to kick it in the butt. Is that Secureteam? Because he said he doesn't drink. Certainly looks like drinking if it is. It has to be, doesn't it? It just looks different there. I don't drink. Yeah, right. Okay, is that when he was kicked into the kicked out by the wife? He was in a motel. Well, I shouldn't say wife. He calls her girlfriend. You notice once he got off the drugs, he put on lots of weight, right? Yeah, is that when he was in the hotel? Or the basement? Why aren't we seeing a birthday cake? Oh, here we go. That's a picture of his wife. There we go. 19 years ago, I met the girl of my dreams, and without her on my side. When was that? So that's after they sort of got back together again, right? This man wouldn't exist. Kelly! Now, tell me why the AI says it's Courtney. So what's that all about? Kelly, I told you her name was Kelly. And there you go. So yeah, I'm not losing my mind. Anniversary. So they must have met in August the 16th. Notice he hasn't said that she's his wife either. My alien girl. Happy 19th. Okay, that one's soft. What's the mystery Courtney business then? I should plug that back into the AI, shouldn't I? So, well, here's a picture of his wife and he says Kelly. Let's do that. You know, you think the Grok would be able to search properly and give you the correct answer, and it hasn't. Why couldn't it search the post like I just did? Obviously, it's not that intelligent, right? And why is that not opening up? The CPU is dying. I think my laptop will take me off the air before anything else, though. So yeah. So we have to go back here. Whereabouts was it? No, too far. Is that the post? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And why did I find his anniversary? Photo of his wife, Kelly. Stupid AI. Let's see what it comes up back with. The name Kelly in your query likely stems from a misremembering or mix-up with X-Post where Tyler mentions his wife Kelly to celebrate their night, though no public records or other sources confirm this name. And older profiles. Alias. I bet I can find more photographs, right? Okay. What link to old profile have you got of this Courtney? The mystery deepens with this disinformation agent. It's not going to help me. My latest search capabilities updated December. No direct publicity, accessible old profiles, social media, personal or detailed bios, feature Courtney. I just want a link. Okay, saying as a YouTube video. Here what I can piece together. Courtney in relation to Tyler. Web source reference. YouTubers.me. Site notes that Tyler Courtney is married to Courtney Clockiner. It mentions they met in college. Beyond the stranger. Maybe he was married twice then. Okay, let's just click on that then. I don't know what that is. It's not doing anything. Okay. So that looks like some sort of... What is it? Some sort of profile site, is it? Which is obviously totally wrong. That's an office nuke. Yeah, he does that a bit. Alleged UFO sighting, yeah, it does a lot of that too. Deceive viewers. Later apologized for this and claimed that it was a mistake. Mistake, he got caught. Partner. Where does that come from? I reckon it's another actor that they got mixed up with here. There's another Tyler Cochner out there as an actor, isn't there? Is he married to a Courtney? Yeah, so I reckon this is all wrong. Let's see, can we somehow find it? The time we can spend searching on this stuff, eh? To see all the lies. Stupid AI. There you go, there's a Taylor, but spelt differently. Married to a Tegan, though. Looks very similar to Tyler, though. Taylor. Well, it's not Tyler. So why does it come up with Taylor? It's all very confusing, isn't it? Our search will continue. I think we're going to have to wrap up for today. It's been a bit of a disaster. But why can't we find any images of them? And we had a picture of her. And I don't think I've seen any of them in public searches here. Google's gone downhill because it's being limited by other companies now, so yeah, it's no good for scraping. Courtney, okay, let's just search on Courtney. And that's not here. No. No. None of those. None of those. And I'm not seeing the full name come up apart from that one there, which is a black girl. And the black guy. Very strange where Courtney comes from. There's only one reference to that, and that's got to be false. Or has he got a secret life for another girl? It's possible, very possible. Well, that's funny. It's come up, searching on that, it's come up with more images that he's used on videos. Nothing to do with the Courtney though. Interesting, very interesting how the web's changing, making it harder to find stuff. Should be more open, transparent, shouldn't it? But yeah, let's just go back over that video and just finish up for the day. Of the interview. So let's have a listen to the interview and wrap up. I believe it's his wife, Kelly. And you'll see when he says goodbye, she says the same, or she says hello the same, which is abnormal because normally when you say hello to a guest, they don't. So he says goodbye, and he says bye bye, and she says bye bye too, and that doesn't normally happen. You say, yes, thanks for the show, goodbye, or whatever. You say something different. This is typical of a married couple, though.
To agree to do a phone conversation. So we did the interview, and we'll go ahead and play that for you right now just to get her thoughts on what she saw and what happened that day. So here we go.
Okay, Amber, so thank you for sitting down with me here and agreeing to do this impromptu phone interview and taking the time out of your day about what you saw the other day with regards to this massive-looking UFO that apparently just appeared in the sky over El Paso. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. It was pretty freaky, to say the least. I'm just happy to talk about it because I think it needs to be talked about.
Well, now can you tell me and the viewers who watch our YouTube channel, Secureteam, what you were doing that day and what you saw, and of course you can feel free to omit any sort of personal details that you don't feel comfortable talking about, seeing as this will go on the internet, which of course you understand.
Oh, absolutely. Well, as I told you in my email, I was on my way back to the office from lunch. I guess I should mention that I have never been an avid UFO follower or researcher or anything like that. I'm a single mom, and I put most of my time into my work at a local attorney's office here in El Paso. So I really don't ever have the time to be online or to research things on this subject.
Right, I understand that. So how did you find out about Secureteam?
Well, after I took the zoomed-in pictures of the clouds, where you can see the black square, I got home and I showed the images to my son, who's 16, and a friend of his who had also seen the image told me that I should take the pictures and email it to a UFO research group or something.
That was good advice right there. Good advice.
So I gave him the task of doing that, my son, and I guess he sent the image to a few online places, one of which turned out to be Secureteam in your channel. So you guys were the only ones who took the time to really get these images out there, because I had no idea that other people had even seen or taken pictures of this thing.
Okay, so that's not a Texan accent, is it? Phone call to Texas.
So I saw your video.
Well, I'm glad that you were able, first of all, to get the image in the first place and to get it sent in. And as you said, we've also had another source who sent in a few images of this thing, and it is without a doubt the same craft. And in his images, as with yours, you can see, I don't know if you watched the video again, but you can see these same intricate designs on this craft. Now, can you tell me about the feelings that you had personally when you saw this giant, square-looking UFO coming through the clouds?
Oh my God, it stopped me in my tracks completely. I thought my eyes might have been playing tricks on me, and I thought to myself, I better get a picture of this because no one is going to believe me when I tell them.
They usually don't.
So I zoomed in on it, and I took a picture. I wasn't sure if it was a balloon or what, but later on when I saw it up close, and I showed my son, we were both just at a loss for words. And now that I think back, I remember when I first saw this thing moving through the clouds, I said, there's no way this thing is a conventional aircraft or airplane. To be honest, it looked sinister. And I also remember distinctly hearing this, magnetic humming sound that I swear to
So why has he added some music there? You normally don't do that with an interview, do you?
God emanated from this thing as it went through the clouds. It was really scary.
I bet it was. And, I'm just glad that you've taken the time.
Now, does that sound like a phone call, It's normally a lot more harmonic-y than that. You'd normally, back 2015, you'd use some sort of Skype or something, right? There's no reason why you couldn't capture her talking and just blur the image out post-edit, right?
To speak with us today, there's a lot of sources out there who haven't in the past, and I know that my viewers will appreciate the fact that you've let us in on your experience with this thing, this craft-looking square UFO, so thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope you guys can figure out what this thing is.
One last question before I let you go, because I know you're busy. What do you say personally to the few people out there online who seem to have come out of the woodwork and attacked our recent video showing your footage and called it out as a hoax?
Wow, all I can say is that I was personally there. I saw this thing with my own two eyes. I personally took a picture of it. I saw it coming through the clouds. I felt this thing's presence. It had a very sinister, strange feeling presence to it. And I know that other people saw it too. So all I can say is I hope that me doing this interview can help to confirm that this did happen.
Right.
And no one's going to tell me different, that is for sure.
Right. Well, now that we have your interview here, we can have some more data to corroborate this sighting. And Amber, I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome, Tyler.
All right. Well, you have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully again, if we need any more information. All right?
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So you don't have both say bye-bye. And doesn't it sound, doesn't it sound like it was scripted? Like, normally you stumble over your words like I am now, trying to think what you're saying. They sound like they're just memorized, because he wanted to be an actor, right? So maybe she wanted to be an actor too. Maybe they're both used to reading scripts and then acted it out, or maybe she helped him practice some stuff so he could go in front of a producer and act out words. So they might be used about reading out some scripts amongst each other, right? So you say bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. No. Anyway, I think it's because he's faked so much stuff, that's a fake as well. Because you try to get that person one with face-to-face interview. Even third face do that, but at least they pay an actor to do it, don't they? Or have other shills come on, other trying to profit from it. But anyway, post a link to it so you can go over it yourself and see if you can pick out stuff that maybe I've missed. But yeah, that's the one that got him famous, and his channel took off. Got to about 800,000 within the year of subscribers because the rags were helping him. and people were posting it on their own websites and stuff. And then he sort of got stuck at 800, and so he bought some subs to get it over 1 million so he could get the play button. Google's so stupid, but they don't care because they were making millions of dollars out of him. Tyler, wife, pretended, I think. And if we can get a video of her talking, because I don't think that's a Texan accent. Liz said it wasn't. And we compared it to that girl that was from where he lives, give or take, and it sounded very much like the same sort of English and voice. So just shows what you can get away with and make millions of dollars in the process. But yeah, I suppose it's time to wrap up. Normally I wrap up about 3, so it must be close anyway. Let's see, must be at least 3 hours anyway. 11:30, 12, 1, 2. Must be 3 hours, that's probably good enough. What have I got left anyway? But yeah, it'd be good if we could find... yeah, I copied that, didn't I? Alright, it's on that one, yeah. I'll post that link to that one so you can have a look. Oh yeah, I've closed that down now. How come it's not come up here though? Oh yeah, it has. It got stuck. Sega Life getting us down, yeah. It's one continuous fight every day, I tell you, mate. I see somehow about a mugshot for you. So there was other messages, I wasn't getting them for some reason, I wasn't scrolling up properly. Yeah, there's a lot of suspicions on that whole interview, but yeah, I just can't go through all of it now. I'm sort of had it today, but yeah, by all means do your own research and come back with me. If you're on Discord especially, you can post on Discord. We've actually got a special group for all the findings and plugged it in there. Probably might even have the one of them in the car on my Discord. I should give you access to the special hidden rooms because you're on there now, but I haven't seen you on Discord lately, Liz, so we got a picture and name, photo of wife Kelly, Secureteam. I still think the AI is wrong about Courtney, but who knows? If it could bring up like a court records, I know I did do some court record snaps, and her name I think may have been mentioned there, but I'm pretty sure it's Kelly on the court stuff. But anyway, I don't know anymore. I sort of lost a bit of interest because I know he's a scammer. There's no point in going over it. No one cares anyway. But I just wanted to recap that one. And question, why people? Why did you believe that interview? Why did you believe that photo? And why did you sub to him after that and keep following him? And buying his clothes and Merc and making him look rich. Close that down. Let's just go back one. Let's see, what else? We might better find something else. Just have a quick look. I really need a drink though. Got a bad taste in the mouth. That's what Tyler does. What's up, guys? Now, here's a birthday cake. I bet his wife's name's Kelly. There you go. Thank you, Kelly, for surprising me. Yeah, and we never got those on searches either. Happy birthday, Tyler. He's in the studio. He's so smug. Any show thing you can think, you know, the Baltic Sea things, yeah, everything, you know, balloons, blurry images from Mars and Moon, anything you can grift from. What's that one? No. It's not going to play it. What this is. Okay, he's in the cars here.
Your tweet. I've got something coming. I'm finishing editing. I think you'll like it.
It looks pretty rough there, doesn't he?
I just want to say.
Looks like he's got a black eye there.
Hey, thank you for your support and appreciate you.
Has he got false eyelashes on?
Guys, love you.
He's got mascara on, hasn't he?
And stay tuned.
They look like false eyelashes. Does he wear makeup? He's a man boy. He's a sweet boy. Sweet boy. I don't see what the kids like in this guy. I just don't get it. Look at all the ding he's got, right? Shows you how much money he was making. Diamonds, what was something like that cost? Diamond bracelets with a little UFO with, looks like rubies and diamonds on. Wouldn't be glass, he wouldn't be wearing a piece of glass shit around his neck and whatnot. I was in the hospital in a coma. I bought this bracelet. I got myself a gift. White gold alien chain. I wonder what it costs. A lot of money, I'd say. Go back. Yeah, I know he did have a video up on here. He doesn't put it up on his YouTube, but he had it up here. And that's his son. Come on, son, rat your dad out. There'll be a time. Amazing son, Chris. His son's living off all his money that he's making illegally. One day the son will come clean. When they have an argument. By the way, my dad was been hoaxing all that time. He's still doing the space shuttle toll. Space shuttle toll. Mystery Aspect. He knows what it is. And Darcy Weir put it on Darcy Weir too, that one, didn't he? And Darcy Weir didn't call it out. They're all a bunch of shills, these guys, making filmmakers. There's a stupid moon one. Tower of Babel, which we know is because of the ink processing. And it ran. Liquid ran on the film. And this one here about the Phobos object approaching. When you look at the whole stack of photographs on the thing, you see a lot of anomalies on it, and this thing's on pretty much every photograph, looking at different things. So it couldn't be a spaceship approaching the moon when it's in every other photo. Yeah, it's all misleading stuff, right? All this stuff. It's really annoying. Ridiculous, you know. Yeah, see, the real alien stuff gets lost in normal noise here, you know. The real stuff that's out there. Oh, this is just... It's just like advertising, you know. I got a new hat. I got a new design. Buy it. Buy it. Is that the Darcy movie he made? Yeah, wasn't it? Is that Darcy? Secret Space. Yeah, that's the one. Rise of the Black Triangles. That was probably one of the worst movies Darcy actually made. Yeah, I'm not going to find it, I don't think. But you could spend your whole life going through his posts doing this. And maybe find the thing that you've disappeared by pure chance that you're after. There was that picture of him with Knapp, is what I was after. Anyone out there know of it? You've probably seen it too, but can you find it is the question. Yeah, he posts a lot of bullshit, doesn't he? He likes to post pictures of himself with his Merc. But it's always about Merc, buy stickers, buy t-shirts, hats. Never ending. There you go. And a watch. And other people buying and taking pictures of their kids. Poor kids. I bet those people are going to be embarrassed. His wife bought this for his birthday, wasn't it? Green Alien Edition. Collectibles. Right. Is that the wife one?
We went for a little drive, and this...
this could be it. Okay, does she speak on it? It might be one of two videos.
SUV has been following us ever since. There it is, coming around the corner.
Seriously following
They
us?
followed
there you go.
us into a school parking lot because Kelly and I wanted to drive, just enjoy the air.
Not Courtney. Let's just have a listen again.
So this car, we went for a little drive, and this SUV has been following us ever since. There it is, coming around the corner.
Are they seriously following us?
They followed us into a school.
Now, I just wonder if I can pull that out. and match it to what the woman was saying. It doesn't say much.
Parking
though.
lot because Kelly and I wanted to drive, just enjoy the air with the windows down, and there he comes around the corner. Looks like a brand new Ford Expedition, police style car. There he is.
So why don't he park and let's see where it goes.
Wonder if I turn somewhere or see if he follows.
Now, her voice there, I must admit, sounds a bit deeper than what's on the video, but then she may have been putting on the voice, because if she was reading scripts of him trying to do acting parts, she may also be an actor herself, or been interested in it, and just talk with a higher pitched voice like this when reading out something. Yeah, I saw it through the window, mate, you know.
Coming up quick on us.
The fuck? See? What the hell?
I don't know, guys. I don't know. This or a copy of that one anyway. Never know. I might be able to
We went for a little drive.
So AI fails again. Here's the video with Kelly in the car with him. Remember, I actually asked her about this. So let's go back to it and actually give it the information. Maybe in future it'll give it to us. Is that the one? No. Let's see this one. Okay. Okay, I also found the one where his wife is in the car. I won't say Kelly because it upsets the AI. Okay, what's it gonna say? This is followed by SUV followed his car, making every turn. Well, surely that is a public one because I'm accessing it from X, right? No public video, it's just a wife in a car with him. But the X post is public. This is indeed public, see? This is how AI is so stupid. However, it does not contain any visual evidence of Tyler Courtney's wife being in the car. No. But she's speaking a couple of times. Elon, you gotta go back and rewrite your AI code, mate. It's terrible. Does not contain any audio. No, not Courtney, wrong. But yeah, it said the car was following and all that, so why can't it hear the woman talking? See, it's wrong, isn't it? Just proving it's wrong with no audio. It's totally wrong. No. In the video, the audio says Kelly. And she speaks. Series of video showing side mirror, yes. So this is where AI can't, is no good, featuring his wife. Never featuring his wife. No. See, it's useless. Totally useless. I don't know what to do about that. That's just so crap. And that post there is obviously wrong. So I don't know where that comes from. It's all to mislead us. And that hand, I'm pretty sure I'm correct. There's a stock image. Where did I save it to? Because I had an order down here now. You know, it's so similar. There's got to be another hand that's a slight variation of that one. Okay, so we don't want to save it. No, is that the right one? My eyes are gone. Don't save. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know why it comes up like that. When the other one's blocked as well. Maybe he's blocked it different ways. Maybe. So yeah. Did I get there in the end? Witness, we shared that one.
The task of doing that, my son, and I guess he sent the image to a few online places, one of which...
Yeah, I think that voice sounds like it's put on. Sounds like something's not quite right with that woman talking. Yeah, it's it sounds like a fake voice. Anyway, everything about Secureteam is fake. Wouldn't you like to give him a lie detector? But if he's a sociopath, he'll probably pass it. Yeah, we'll see what we'll come up with next weekend. Now, we've not had too many people on, so I'm not sure what the deal was. Didn't even get to 10 today, did we? We ain't got many view likes there. So yeah. So all these people out there still following Tyler and defending him, come back to that video there and tell us why you believe it. Because I find it amazing that you would believe it. Plasma orbs, maybe I'll do that next weekend. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up for today. I don't know how long I've gone for, but 3 o'clock we normally end it anyway. So what have we got here? Only 6 watching still. We got 7 likes on YouTube, thanks guys. So even though we didn't see many people, it's a bit of a shame. But at least we got Liz and Michael King and Jasper, I think it was. That sounds just like you. There you go. Well, see what you can, see if you can become a video expert or audio processor. You know, I'd spend ages on that in Audacity software, and I'd try to speed it up. But I think nowadays you think AI would be able to take the 2 voices and match it, but we couldn't even get Grok to confirm that she's in the video. So I think AI's got a long way to go. Maybe ChatGPT would done it better. But yeah, you got the 2 links now. The only thing I haven't come across is a picture of him with Knapp. And if we can find that one, we'd be in business. Because Green Street wants it. Green Street wants to show that they hang out with proven hoaxes. And I said, I got it here somewhere. I'm pretty sure I showed it in the video. There he is with Darcy Ware, right? What a creep. He's blocked me as well. You cowards. Run. Oh, there's his wife again. There we go. We got another picture. Love you, Kelly. 18th. And another one. Does it say Courtney? No Courtney. She likes spending the money on those flash watches for his birthday. Oh, that's where you got the new camera, wasn't it? True Color Infrared. The Psionics, or whatever it's called. He's used it once, hasn't he? Such a waste. With that kind of money and that kind of technology, and especially you could go to some of the hotspots that people see stuff all the time and see if you can capture it and prove it, right? And there's his camera on a tripod at his beach house. Set up at the beach. And that's when he films a plane, a dot moving in the sky. Let's zoom back out again. Yeah, I want to know what happened to the Knapp one. Of course, we can't ask AI because it won't find it. Is there a picture of him with Knapp? We could try it. I'll try it before we shut down. You never know. But I think he was told to delete it. Because Knapp and Corbell knew it was going to come back and bite him. I haven't given up yet, as you can see, but I should sign off. It's got to the end now, has it? Is that all we're going to get now? Looks like it. How far did we get? So we didn't even make it to 2020. So where's all the rest of the posts gone? So it's not going to find a picture of Knapp, and maybe that's probably why we can't find it. They don't keep an endless history. 5 years by the looks of it. 4 years, and then you can't go back any further. Which is a damn shame. That's why you got to keep reposting the stuff on X, because people don't find your old posts. Yeah, let's just try this once more. Tyler posted image, or actually a photo. Been after it for a while now. Of with Corbell and Knapp in Vegas. Let's see if it says it exists. Oh, there you go. Has not. I know he has because I've seen it. I've asked other people, do you remember that photo? And they all say yes, but where is it? No one can find it. Nah, it's got deleted. Yeah, but you'd think this would have a history of ones that have been deleted as well, wouldn't you? So yeah, it's just useless. Enough of that now. We've had it for today. It's been fun. Slightly different show today because nothing was really prepared apart from those couple of posts I had on SOL and the colour problem with Mylar balloons. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. It's what was that? What's that do? Pause, play. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried searching those. It's very frustrating. If you can find the image, let me know. Thanks, guys. Time to go. Take care on the roads. Are you on holidays much this December, Liz? Michael? I suppose if he's in hospital, might be having time off work. Take care on the roads. Oh, I think I've typed it A. Yeah, why is that not gone down? Ah, right, now it is. Anyway, Jasper, thanks everybody. And do hit a like on the way out. And let's end this thing. It's getting really messy. I think I need to reboot the computer. There we go. Everybody's an online detective nowadays. We like to bust lawyers. You could end up working for the FBI on trafficking and tracking down people. You could say I got experts tracking down Tyler on on YouTube and socials lying. It may make my voice lower now on YouTube, and it'll probably distort like crazy on Pilled because they muck around with the audio and lower the bit rate or something. Well, that was mostly bust Secureteam going today. But it needs to be done. Okay, we better shut down. Pushed the wrong button.